Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel, and in this video I will be talking about intraday tips for stock market beginners. So if you are a beginner and who would like to do intraday trading, this video will definitely be for you. And if you are a trader who is not good at intraday trading, then also this video would be helpful for you in some way. So let's begin about today's session, and there are a lot of reasons why I made this video. Intraday trading. Let me just briefly tell you what exactly is intraday trading. Intraday trading is about buying and selling the stock on the same day. That means uh, your net position at the end of the day should be zero. You buy and sell on the same day. Now, many beginners come into this stock market thinking about intraday trade would be easier to execute, and you can make money by the end of the day because you don't have to worry about what will happen tomorrow, what is the US market doing, what is the Asian markets doing, and things like that. And then at least at the end of the day you would have made your profit or loss. Now, in one way, this sounds very good because obviously this is a very good way of the mindset is good enough that you are you know by the end of the day what you are going to do at it, just like running a shop or a business. And at the end of the day you would know what you have made or what you have lost. So that's a one way of looking at it. However, many people are not successful in this because picking up a stock, one is picking up a stock is not easy, or at least for beginners, it's not easy. Secondly, people do use leverage based on the brokers what you're using, and also there are times when you would be in a hurry to square up the position because you may not have much time left. And there are other things also from which intraday traders do a lot of mistakes. So very first things you have to understand. Let me just go through briefly on some of the points here. Now, you do get higher leverage. That means you pay a small amount for margin, or and then take a very big position. This is a very big mistake what people do without knowing it. So leverage is something which the broker is providing for a reason. That means if you have a less capital, you are taking a leverage for a certain reasons, and many beginners use this leverage as an opportunity to make more money, but that's without a system, without a properly entering a particular system. So one big thing is, if you are a beginner, you should actually go with some of the traditional intraday strategies like ORV, opening range breakout. Opening range breakout, basically I made a video recently on this opening range breakout, and that would be really helpful, especially for beginners and intraday traders, because this is a strategy is built in which especially for intraday traders. Secondly, when you are leveraging an intraday trading, that it works both ways. If you have paid a margin of 10,000, you can take a position about 70,000 or 1 lakh, or 7 to 10 times, or 10x, 20x. But then at the same time, your losses can also multiply 7 times if you do not put a stop loss. So stop losses are very important. And then you are when you are taking a stop loss, you would also know that how much you are losing. One important thing which may not be mentioned in many articles on the internet is you need to have a system or a plan. That means, of course, in intraday traders do take different decisions at different intervals, but you should know what you are entering, or how to enter. That means a predefined strategy which you are going to use it. What traders generally use it, you look at top gainers, top losers, and then take a blind position on a buying or selling based on I am going to exit in 1 point or 50 points without even taking a decision of or a logic of that decision. Now this happens because it happens too fast, because as soon as the market opens, things change. Whatever plan you had it, you will not follow it. That is the reason it's very important for you to follow a system. Build a system and then follow a system. That means building a system actually means you are actually building a system or a strategy. That means, like look, ORB for example. Opening range breakout is basically a strategy which is used different ways. You can actually take 10 minutes breakout or a 15 minutes breakout and then 30 minutes breakout. So what you do here is building a system actually means building particular strategy. For example, if you know that you cannot lose more than 1% or 2% in a day of your total capital, that is the rule. You should stop trading for that day. That's it. You have to follow that rule strictly. The second rule, or there are some rules like you make 5K or 10K in a day, you will stop trading for that day. This is a discipline which you have to follow every single day. Every single day you have to follow this, and that's exactly how you start building a system. So but when I talk about building a system, it actually means that you are building a strategy or a system, and based on that you actually trade. Now intraday trading actually requires lot of discipline, lot of determination, because it requires you to follow a particular system. And if you are actually following blindly, if you are going at the end of the day, if you I'm sorry, at the beginning of the day, if you are going without a plan, without any kind of strategies, most of the times you will end up in losses. Let me repeat it for you. If you are doing intraday trading without following any system, without any strategy, you will end up in loss most of the times. That's the difference between a successful intraday trader and a non-successful intraday trader. That's very important. So as I told you, if you are going to follow a system like an ORB, for example, you follow that ORB, you stick to that strategy no matter how the market is behaving. You stick to that strategy, because some of these strategies like ORB, I'm a big fan of ORB. Now ORB will work on any markets. That means the markets might have pre-opened it, sorry, gap down, gap up opening, or a huge crash, but the ORB strategy will still work, because you are taking a trade, you are entering a trade only when there is a breakout of a particular stock or an index, or the system what you are following. But when you are trading blindly, you will take different decisions, and which will lead to mistakes, more mistakes. That will not help you even in learning and even taking good position. And eventually you will take a risky position and you will hold on to the end of the day for a loss. And if you are in profit, you probably just might be lucky. So again, so these are some of the tips which you can get. As I told you, some of these points are mentioned in this article. I have simplified it for you. As I told you, so building a system is very important. So if you are just trying to look at hundreds of strategies and following not even one, it will not be successful for you. That will not go with you, and that will always work against you. That's pretty much about it. So that's pretty much some of the tips about intraday trading. You have to follow a system. You have to stick to your strategy, no matter, even if it is, because whenever you are following a system, you know your losses are limited, because you are following a particular system where you already know where your losses are and your profits too. So that's pretty much about it. If you think I could actually give more tips like this, or if you can contribute some more tips about intraday trading, feel free to comment on the video below, and I'll be happy to go through it, and also it will benefit all my subscribers here. So thank you, and I will see you again on my next video.